Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flow that stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I...
It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the Texans coming up next.
Here, between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
First play, Mills looking to pass. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week: 3 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. On 1st and 10, Mills. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Washington trying to take away that area of the field.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mills. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik McDowell able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They'd been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Chester Rogers. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Josh Lambo now for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson off play action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. But bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Faking the give. Now Watson.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Watson looks to throw again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Mills now.
And Cooks has it over the middle.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills.
And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15. It's another first down.
Mills.
And that is incomplete here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second down and goal. Mills.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chester Rogers. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out. And they'll begin at the 25.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's caught. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taking it about the 1. And good. Special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And here comes the Texans now. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
After the pick 6 a moment ago, here's Mills again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
On third down, here's Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, Bud, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a toss running left is Mack. And some room to run now. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 51 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
He was doing everything he could to get the 6 points, a little bit short, but still an excellent run.
And look at it from the defense's point of view. They could have given up on that play. They did not, and still were able to corral him. And they've got some work to do on this down.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by a run from the rookie, Dameon Pierce.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. On 1st and 10, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first. Watson now to throw.
This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
But the big story in this one, of course, Deshaun Watson back in Houston where he began his career. Drafted 12th overall in 2017, three-time Pro Bowler as a Texan, and was officially traded to Cleveland back on April 27th.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Texans, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Rasheem Green. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on 2nd down, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. Here we go on 4th. Watson being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, Mills buying time to his left. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They go play action. Mills. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Anthony Walker up behind the line and finishing that play off.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Mills. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Pierce. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mills. And he'll just get rid of it.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
The kick by Lambo is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Another completion here to Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Watson off play action. Throw right side taken in by the tight end Bryant. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Watson. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner by the time he looked it in.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. York now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 23. He'll start by handing this off to Mack. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Delay of game, option.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing, Mills. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a first down following a gain of 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Mack. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Mills looking to throw it. Rodgers brings it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a give running left with Mack. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
We all just got a heck of a show party. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, first down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done and narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about...
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming.